Yo, what's up, Knights of Apollo? How's it going, guys? Hope you're doing well, and we are back playing some Total War Rome 2. This is a subscriber submission. So the subscriber, the viewer here, has submitted a replay into my Discord. I will say that I've got a bit of an itch for the older titles. I've been looking a lot at. I would love to watch some Medieval 2 sieges. Some Rome Total War battle replays, some epic like free-for-alls. If you guys have any of that, by the way, don't send me the remastered. I don't really like the remastered Rome Total. It's kind of a hack job of a game, but yeah, if you guys want to submit any epic replays from Medieval 2, even pitch battles from Medieval 2, or Rome Total War, I don't know. I just miss those games a lot, and it's hard to get replays of them. So if you want to submit those, there's a very high chance that I will cover them, as long as they're decent. You know, don't send anything too silly. But yeah, I think I'm gonna start streaming some Rome Total War as well. So if you guys want to join the streams and play, I definitely have a craving for those 2v2v2v2 battles. There's just nothing. It's like sandbox battle. There's nothing like it in Total War. So yeah, anyways, let's jump into this one, guys. So this is a 2v2 at Carthage. It's a siege of Carthage. We have a themed battle here. 2 Romans versus 2 Carthaginian armies. Rome is bringing a massive amount of tortoises. Now, the Roman armies are fairly time accurate. I always like it when the Roman players bring, accurate units of the time of Carthage. Because, Carthage fell and Rome lasted much longer. Some would say it still exists today. What am I talking about? Yeah, I don't know. But yeah, so anyways, they've got a lot of Hastati, some legionaries here. I think this guy also has some Principes, this player. But there's also some like units that aren't accurate, like these slingers, which I'm pretty sure. Maybe the slingers are accurate. Maybe the Syrian archers. I don't know. I don't know the exact time frame of every unit, but I think we've got. Oh yeah, the Praetorians. These guys definitely, at least with this armor set, did not exist. I don't know. I'm pretty sure that's the case. Wow, look at the carnage of the artillery coming in. This is pretty disastrous. They got a lot of artillery in the walls. They had 2 artillery pieces on the walls. But they've just kind of been ignoring it, moving forward and trying to get the walls down. Now, as the Romans get closer, oh, here we go. Wow, they are pushing in right now. We're starting to see the Carthaginian mercenary forces. We got some Gallic warriors in formation. We've got the Hastati leading the charge right through their breach points and ready to confront these mercenary Gallic warriors, which are pretty dang good, especially against a unit of Hastati. The Romans are gonna need to send in reinforcements like right now, but a lot of their forces are hanging back. They are moving forward now, and they do have reinforcements technically coming up through these openings here. There is 1 unit of Carthaginian. There's another unit here. They might push down, but if I'm the Romans, I would focus on rallying the forces down here, because this is where you're going to have a tough fight. Also, try to get some archers up here. Maybe you can squeeze them up on this little section of wall to give you a bit of a vantage point. Carthage is using every single different angle here to try to get some shots off. He's got the mercenary Cretan archers. They've got some shots going off. They also have some Iberian swordsmen who have some good javi capability. Already getting 14 kills. And Rome is just cracking under the weight of all those projectiles. And the Carthaginians are setting up some warriors that are definitely going to be a big problem for Rome. Here's the thing, though, for Carthage. I don't think they should go past here, because if they do commit, they can easily be counterflanked by these openings. So, but he's going for it. Rome, you got to react to this, man. He's got to support the flank, but instead they're just chilling back here. I think it's because he's concentrating most of his attention up here. He might even be giving up on this area. He might be just calling it quits, and he's moving his forces all the way to focus. Yeah, that's exactly what he's doing. He's left. Could you imagine being these Romans right here? left to die against the barbarian horde, the savages. The absolute savages. Okay, we got a little duel going on in the back. Check this out. Who's gonna win it? Bet now. Gamble now. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Oh, no. It's a 2v1 now. Now it's a 3v1. This Roman stands alone. Can he get some kills? There's chaos. I've lost him. I lost him. It's, yeah. The unit's breaking. I guess we'll just assume he's running out. He's gonna escape, so good for him. Now back over on the main front here, the center of the settlement. The other Roman player is pouring on through. And Carthage on this side is taking a little bit more relaxed approach. This is pretty good right here, too. I like this from Carthage. Kind of holding this narrow street and then using the walls against him. Because he broke this down, he can't go up and counter this. He has to fight through this unit and get up the stairs to kill this unit up here. So that's a good little kill zone right there. He's holding the stairs as well. It looks like he fell back. He was fighting here at this position, but he fell back because there was a unit coming around. He didn't want to get outflanked. So good move there, holding the stairs. This is your classic Carthage defense. Like these are the typical positions that you hold. Oh, look at this. Rome going through the gap here. And, oh, this is smart. They're, instead of getting greedy here and just flanking around and attacking these guys, he's going for the archers. Because when he does that, excuse me, when he does that, it prevents the archers from, one, firing, and two, firing them at the back. You could send another unit right now, which I would do. Just send another unit really quick, flank around. You want to break these guys as quick as possible because siege battles are battles of attrition. And the faster you can break units, the better it's going to be, obviously. But he's not going for it. Instead, he's going to reinforce the top here, where Carthage is coming down with some fresh reserves of Libyan infantry. And he's trying to fight through some veteran legionaries. That is going to be a tough fight for these guys. But they're fresh, and the Romans are tired. And it really does, you know, fatigue effects. Here we go. Here's that flank. But again, he left his rear open, but it doesn't matter. These guys are most likely, yep, they're going to break, and he can quickly turn around and deal with the reserves. There is not a better rivalry in history than Rome and Carthage. I don't know, maybe red versus blue in Halo, but no, what? Okay, I want to hear, guys, some of your favorite rivals in history. Vlad the Impaler versus the Ottoman Empire. You know, there's one. England versus France. What else we got? Rome versus Carthage. Ancient Greece versus Persia. That's another good rivalry. Anyways, I'd love to hear more. That's about all I can think of on the top of my mind. So they're fighting it out pretty hard here. The archers, this is just, you know, this settlement, it can be pretty challenging to attack because there's great positions all around Carthage that really gives great vantage points to archers like this. So they're using this high ground. They're going to fire over the buildings, and they are going after the Romans as they retreat. But they are not going to give up this fight easily. That is Carthage. And they've got probably their final stand right here. So he is keeping back with some reserves. Here's the thing, though. Like, when you retreat, you got to make sure you maintain this position, because the units up here are going to have to be able to fall back, you know, quickly. Let's go back up here. Let's not forget that Rome kind of, you know, they're kind of in a tricky spot. It's not terrible, but the Romans do find themselves kind of getting attacked on all sides. Thing is that, you know, it's not as much of a killer as compared to the other spot, because it's harder for the Carthaginians to get flanking fire on these Romans. Though they are going to need to send up reinforcements, or at least send in these reserves, because this unit here, there it is. This unit here is hanging on by a thread, so here comes reinforcements. That's good to see. That is good to see. So, yeah, it's not as much... As a Roman player, you want a grindy fight, because that's where the Romans excel. They excel with their infantry and how they can just outlast you. They just have that, you know, they are really good at prolonged melee. Where Carthage is decent, but not as good as Rome. So this is definitely this is a win for Rome here, but it's not a big deal for Carthage if his ally continues to chip away at the Romans here. But Rome is, I think, playing the smart move here. I think Rome needs to focus on the stairway here. It's the stairway to victory and heaven for some of the soldiers. But yeah, they need to focus on the stairway. They could also send a unit up this way. I'm kind of surprised why they're not sending at least one unit. Just see what happens. I mean, it's a very good chance that Carthage cuts you off here, but just see what happens if you send one unit up here to support your ally. It would be interesting. But Rome is definitely needs to focus on the center here, because I think once you take control of these stairs, it's a floodgate. It's just gonna be just Romans running all around and having all these paths that will let you cut off retreating troops and flank and stuff. Like, this is going to be important. Here, even if you break through to here, it's still another narrow choke point. So this just needs to be something to keep the Carthaginians occupied. I mean, look at the death that the Romans have experienced here. I mean, this is not a lot of Carthaginians. Well, because they're mostly mercenaries, but you get what I'm saying. Not a lot of mercenaries of the Carthaginians dead here. It's mostly the Romans. A lot of red uniforms. But yeah, they're fighting the good fight, and they're just keeping Carthage busy. They need to keep hitting hard here. Hitting hard, for sure. Rome on this side is now sending in reinforcements. And I think he's trying to get behind. Yes, that's 100% what he's doing. He's trying to get behind the Iberian swordsmen. And he has, which causes them to break, which is only going to strengthen the Roman cause. And the desperate defense of Carthage is under siege, or is underway. Well, duh. It's under siege. But this looks really promising for Rome. This looks good. But, you know, we are only about halfway through the battle. So we know we still have a vicious fight ahead of us. Here's the big question. Where does Carthage go from here? Well, I think Carthage needs to give up on this side. I think they held as long as they could. And, like, what are they doing here with this unit? Like, no. You're going to get yourself caught between a rock and a Roman. No, but seriously, you're gonna get in trouble because does Rome have any reserves? Oh, they don't. So they've committed all of their infantry, but still, the other Roman players should send up. Oh, I see. They're cutting them off. Interesting. They're cutting them off. And now more Carthaginians are coming up this way. I think Carthage is not giving up. I like this. I like this a lot. In fact, a lot of the last stand units are moving in. So they are going for it. This is it. I like it so much. This is great. I love the aggressive defense. They are not giving up on this side. In fact, they're reinforcing it. They've got units coming in here. They're going to be able to push on this Roman flank. This Carthaginian center is, they're just going to hold, but this is also a big question mark over here, guys. I mean, what's going to hold the Romans back here? Because they could easily flank around. Now, he does have one unit in reserve. They could easily turn around and defend the rear, but also they have to worry about this path over here. Actually, this leads to nothing. Well, you could get archers up here and fire down on the Carthaginians. That would be pretty big. So we'll see what Rome does. It does look like they're going for it, which is exciting. We'll get some nice close-ups here of the epic struggle. The epic struggle. Rome is desperately holding on this side. Now, this is a big question mark for Rome, because if this falls, then, excuse me, then they could be in big trouble. Because if this falls, they can easily push forward and get behind some of these Roman units. Now, they've got a lot of units here pushing. They're mostly relying with archers here, and they just got one unit kind of moving up here. But they're going to focus down these archers and try to get them out of the way. The Romans have won here. I don't know if it's worth pursuing forward here. You might want to send them back and just reinforce. I don't know. Let's see what's happening with the center Rome. So they have faltered here. Rome has faltered, and they are falling back. And they have no reserves in sight. Well, they got a unit way down there, but it does not look like they're coming to reinforce this. And we've got epic Carthaginian hoplites. Look at these guys. They're like, who's next? Oops, who's next? Rome, send over your best shot. I just kicked something. I kicked like a cord and it just ripped something off my desk. So that's why I said oops. If you're wondering, like, why is he saying oops? Yeah, that's why. The center battle, though, is still hot and spicy for Rome and actually looks promising. But there could be a chance that they break through here. We've got the elite core of this Roman army now engaged. Oh, congratulations, you're engaged. You get... That's an old joke I used to say. The units are engaged. Oh, when's the wedding? Yeah. Anyways, Rome is pushing hard. The Carthaginian general doing some morale-boosting charges. And Rome and Carthage, they're having a stare down. The sexual tension is very high between the Romans and the Carthaginians. We've got a small unit of Romans holding back the Carthaginians. I don't know. This looks like it could collapse for the Romans. They are heavily outnumbered. They're down to their last remaining units of infantry. I think he's going to consolidate his units here. Probably going to hold right here. He's getting hit hard by these Cretan archers. Got his general here. Oh, man. So at this point, I think Rome's on defense. If anything, he should probably fall this unit back, possibly. But I think he wants to keep the archers up here to get some supporting flanking fire. We got slingers over here as well. They're trying to do some damage. But Rome is on its last leg. This poor unit got just focused down. They need a unit here. They need a unit here to hold. Oh my gosh, Rome is in trouble. Rome is in major trouble. Oh, look at this, though. Rome has decided to send a unit to support this side, and they are breaking the hoplites. Carthage might have to send over a reserve here. All right, so unit breaking through. This has left a big hole in the Roman defense. And they need to send, I don't know, maybe one unit down this way to defend the stairs or something. These archers are out in the open. They're just holding their ground, firing. They're like, fire! Wait until you see the whites in their eyes! You know, they're running. They're running now. Yeah, they're, oh, actually, are they, they only have 18 kills, so they don't have a lot. Wow, the Romans aren't going for it. They are not going for it. They're going to stay put. But they should probably form testudo or something to protect themselves against the archer fire. Back over this way. The units are getting closer and closer, it feels like. Smells like roast pork tonight. Here comes a charge of infantry into the Libyan infantry. The veterinarian. They're veterinarians, guys. The veterinarian legionaries. They're like, where's your horses? We need to give them some butt pills. No, I don't know. Where's your horse? We got to give them, what's that medication? The dewormer. Oh, man. I forgot the name of it. The big hoopla during COVID. It's the, whatever. Oh, I forgot it. Ivermectin? Is that it? Ivermectin? Your horse needs ivermectin. The veterinarian legionaries. Oh, that sounds nice. Veterinarian legionarian. Veterinarian legionarian. Ooh, kind of like that's my band name. Yeah, we're the veterinarian legionarian. Anyways, veteran legionaries are now shifting over to the other side. Rome has no more infantry, and unfortunately, the rear has faltered. Which we could have saw that coming. Remember, guys, they had a small unit defending the rear, and yeah, a big unit came in, and that rear was destroyed. So now they set up a new rear unit, and they got to recapture this gate, which is going to give them archer support. They should probably consolidate their forces here. Now let's go back over this way, where Rome is somehow behind the Carthaginians, but this is going to be disaster because it's opening up some great rear charges of the general's bodyguard. We got Praetorians coming in as well. This is a scary unit to have to deal with. Rome is flanking around with Praetorian guard. Carthage has a unit of Libyan infantry and some archers near the final stand. It's coming down to the wire. It is, I would say, slightly in favor of Rome. So Carthage is breaking here. Wow. I think the archer fire coming in is helping these guys so much. And now the general is making his way. Let's see this. He's going to try to get a charge on these archers. Let's just ride along. Pretend we're a baby-killing Carthaginian. A child-sacrificing Carthaginian. Let's see what they got here. Oh, we're disappearing. It's like that meme. Alright, anyways, there we go. Here comes the charge. Charge! Oh, yeah. So he catches these archers out of position. That's going to be a big win right there. It's keeping him busy. He's got another archer unit he can charge. The infantry for Carthage has rallied. They were breaking there, but let's see. Oh, now the Roman general's getting a piece of the action. He's going after the Carthaginian archers. It's a little taste of his own medicine there. Doesn't taste so sweet, does it? Doesn't taste so sweet. And now the Carthaginian general is fighting this other archer unit, and they are most definitely going to destroy them, but they see a bigger prize. They're going to go for this archer unit that still has ammo. Unfortunately, the Romans are going to be able to defeat the Libyan infantry, especially with the archer support. Here we go. Here comes the charge. Oh, yeah. A great charge into a unit of archers that still have ammo. Most likely going to break them. But Rome is now getting chased down. And let me say, I think the Carthaginian generals are better fighters than the Romans. But I could be wrong. It could be wrong. It just depends. But the Roman infantry is coming over to support. So the Carthaginian general should get out of there. Oh, yeah, he's losing. The Carthaginian general is losing. So back over on this side, we got a Carthage unit of hoplites kind of caught out of position, guys. Yeah, don't fight there because they're going to find themselves surrounded. That's smart. He could have gotten lazy and said, oh, screw it. Who cares? It's going to keep them busy. No. Retreat. Make these guys have to maneuver. Don't let them flank around you like that. Here comes a defense with one unit of Libyan infantry. There are some archers back here trying to support them. They only have 56 kills. I wonder if they have more archers. If not, throw them in as extra bodies to help defend against the Roman wave. Now the Carthaginian general is going to retreat. He's going to retreat. Did they kill the Roman general? No, they did not. This Roman general is now trying to clean up the archers of Carthage, starting to chip away at their numbers. What are these guys doing? Looks like they're going in for a swim. That was goofy. Little swim dive right there. Like feet first, little jump in the water kind of thing. Little jump in the water. All right, here comes the Carthage general. He's coming in again. But Rome is ready for it. And Carthage was like, oh crap, he saw us, guys. How did he know? I don't know. Maybe it's the sound of hooves on the stone roads of Carthage. You know? Dummies. All right, now the archers are trying to close in. We got a depleted unit trying to close in, and I think the general is going to come in as well. So they're going to try to use a multiple angled attack of weak units to try to break this strong unit. Here we go. Guys, we're down to the last 2 minutes and 30 seconds. Oh. They charged right into those Romans. I don't think it's going to be enough. The Roman general charges in too. We got archers trying to flank around. Over here, Rome is breaking through. They are breaking through. You probably thought I was going to say breaking. No, they're breaking through. So they just got to fight through this Libyan infantry. We're down to 2 minutes exactly in this battle. It's a close one. Who's going to win on this side? It does appear that Rome, by no surprise, is going to come out on top. But the Roman general is breaking here, which could cause a little issue of morale. Let's see. They rallied there a little bit at the end. It's shaken. Casualties sustained, but the general is still alive. I'm pretty sure he's going to get out of there just to keep him alive, to keep the morale high. The Carthaginian general is still trying to fight, but it seems like a battle in vain. Now, here comes a little struggle between hoplites and Praetorian Guard. The Praetorians have their Pila ready to go. Let's see if they can throw it one more time. No! What is that? Oh, a nice little cav charge at the back here. But it's probably not going to be enough. Nope, and the general is breaking. Did the Roman general break? He did. Guys, the Roman general broke there. Wow. Now we got archers chasing him down. We're down to the last minute, guys. I see a lot of Rome. The balance of power is in favor. But if there's no way this general is going to beat this unit in this situation too. Close quarters in the gate. Yeah, they're not going to win there. Rome is about to flank a unit of hoplites, and the Roman might, another Praetorian, is going to come in and clean up these Carthaginians. So it's going to come out to be a Roman victory, guys. And Carthage, once again, will fall to the Roman Republic. The Roman Republic. So we're down to 12 seconds. The desperate Roman men, mercenaries, most of them, fighting to the last. So a pretty close battle, guys. I mean, it came down to a handful of units, and it was pretty fun. It was pretty fun. I liked it. There's some great tactics from both sides. I liked what Carthage did here. They really got close to defeating this Roman army. But the Roman player who broke through in the center did a great job. He saved his Praetorians for last, and it was just too much for Carthage. Let's end the replay, look at the results. So this was sent in by, let's see, who had the Praetorians? I don't think the other guy had Praetorians. Let's see, so I think it's sent in by Johnny here. Johnny, thank you so much for the battle replay. This was great. He got a good amount of kills. His ally, Greek Spartan, getting a lot of kills. As well. So great job by both of them, and good job to Theodore and Kay here with the Carthaginians. It was a close one. If Carthage just had like one more unit, it could have been anyone's game. But yeah, that's going to wrap it up for today, guys. Hope you enjoyed this battle. This was a lot of fun. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. And I'm looking for Medieval 2 and Rome Total War replays. Send them on my Discord. The Discord is linked in the video description. Thanks for watching, guys. See you next time.